Good afternoon. I'm Carey Price. My fellow Coyotes, it is an honor to be here today to celebrate this momentous occasion with all of you. Graduates, family members, faculty, and staff, here we gather to mark the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. As we embark on this next phase of our journeys, let us reflect on our hard-won achievements. We have worked tirelessly, overcoming obstacles, challenges, and setbacks to earn our degrees. We trudged through a pandemic, a market crash, political upheaval, and murder hornets. We studied in the dark during the worst ice storm in Texas, and for that we should be immensely proud. We worked hard and we prevailed. Like many here, I did not take a straight path to this stage today, for my course was winding, long, and sometimes strange. In the spring of 2000, I enrolled in Weatherford College. I was a 20-something single mother of a preschooler, working 2 jobs and struggling to keep it all together. After 3 semesters, I withdrew from my classes, planning to return to college once I got us on solid ground. For nearly 2 decades, that's precisely what I did. I found stable employment, married, and started a business, and college became a long-forgotten dream. However, in 2016, when life went awry, I faced an unexpected career change. With no degree to fall back on, I felt like once again I was standing on shaky ground. Little did I know, this setback became the bedrock that I stand on today. My new career introduced me to the people who, one by one, influenced my decision to return to school. Although it took another 3 years of persistent encouragement, I returned to college in the fall of 2019 as a non-traditional student after a 20-year hiatus. And I cried on my first day of class. Though not tears of joy, I cried because I was scared, overwhelmed, and I felt like I was carrying the wrong backpack. Here I was, a 42-year-old woman, once again feeling like a misfit teenager. None of my accomplishments over the last 20 years could combat the fear that I had that day. Suddenly, the memories of my failures rushed in. How I had ranked 102 out of 129 in my graduating class. How I took algebra 4 years in a row. And how I had over 300 absences in high school. I wanted to crawl inside my hideous bag and disappear, but I didn't. I sought refuge in my instructor's office, Susie Jerry, and cried on her shoulder. She reminded me that feeling scared and overwhelmed is okay, especially when embarking on something new and challenging. And it took a lot of courage for me to ask for help. Miss Jerry was the first of one of my many instructors at Weatherford College to extend her hand and lead the way. With the support, guidance, and structure that Weatherford College provided, I was selected for the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society All-Texas Academic Team in 2021. I graduated magna cum laude with an Associates of Applied Science and Human Service Provider that same year. With each new success, the memory of my failures began to fade. Like many of you, after completing my goal, I was left with the decision of whether or not to continue my education. Although reluctant to leave my little den of coyotes, I could still feel the pull of that once-forgotten dream. I applied to a 4-year university, yet their acceptance did not bring the hoped-for enthusiasm I thought it would. In fact, I was dispirited. Weatherford College had become my family and my home. Within days of my acceptance, I received an email from Weatherford College announcing the bachelor's degree in organizational leadership, and it was launching in the fall of 2021. Divine choreography, as Miss Jerry would say. The program's mission perfectly aligned with where I wanted to go professionally. I called Dr. Philip Matthew, the program director, and pleaded with him to consider my acceptance. Truthfully, there may have been some actual begging. I told him I would be the program's biggest cheerleader, and that he may not know it now, but he wanted me as part of that first cohort in his program. In true WC fashion, Dr. Philip Matthew saw the potential in me. He encouraged me to apply and to help develop an academic plan to ensure I could stand here today, graduating with the first cohort of Weatherford College's Bachelor's in Organizational Leadership. Leadership is not always knowing how to get there, but working together to discover a way. I trusted the leaders at Weatherford College, which has given me the self-confidence, the skills, and the knowledge to make positive changes within myself and within those around me. I hope you embrace the joyful spirit of this day. And if you, like me, are realizing a dream you once deferred, please think of these words by author Richard Bach. You are never given a dream without also being given the power to make it true. You may have to work for it, however. I'd like to thank Susie Jerry, Eddie White, Dr. Philip Matthew, Dr. Deborah Krager, Cynthia Scott, and Andrea Norton. I share this degree with you. To the faculty and staff of Weatherford College, thank you. To the donors of the Weatherford College Foundation, on behalf of the student body, we thank you. And to the graduating class of 2023, I wish you joy, peace, and prosperity.